What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. Tottenham 3, Stoke 1 in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. Spurs sail through into the semi-finals, which you got to say, the first half was easy work, but we didn't kind of make our dominance pay with two or more goals. We went in half at 1-0 up. We did go through a bit of a sticky patch in that second half, but we came through it in the end with more or less a really comfortable victory, I believe. How did you assess it, Sim?
Yeah, we deserved it at the end of the day. We were completely dominant. We created all the chances, most of the running. Pretty much the only thing Stoke did, they scored from. And I think it was a dominant display. I think we had a good mix of players looking to prove a point and players that Mourinho could trust on the pitch. And I think it allowed the fringe players to shine a bit more. And I really felt players like Dele, Winks, really, and to an extent Bale, but not as much. Put in a really decent display, played really well, especially Winks getting man of the match, fully deserved as well. I was very happy with that, and he put in a really good display from his perspective. And I think Spurs will be really, really happy with their night's work at the end of the day. They'll be a bit disappointed they allowed Stoke back in the game temporarily, but they'll be happy the way we dispatched with it, and some really nice goals as well. Bell scored a really great goal, nice flick header. Davis with a lovely pile drive from 25 yards, and Kane with a clinical finish.
Yeah, on Harry Winks, I think that was his best performance of the season. A lot has been said about Harry Winks with you, with me, with everyone that's come on the channel the last couple of months. But, you know, he put in a really, really good performance today. He put probably more forward passes than he has done the whole season. But I just want to call on him to have that sort of impact in the Europa League games he plays, in the Premier League games he plays. You know what I mean? So in terms of Winks, I'm happy with how he played. I just want him to keep it up. That's the main thing.
Yeah, look, he showed what kind of performance he's capable of tonight. I know it's only Stoke, but you know you can only play what's in front of you. And at the end of the day, it was a cup quarter final. They're well up for it. They're in good form. You know, have kept a few clean sheets, and his passing tonight was very, very good. And he was, you know, playing balls in behind, playing forward passes. He was being creative. Got a lovely assist for Bale's goal. And I thought all night he was knitting things together really nicely, and he played really, really well. And he completely deserved man of the match, I felt. In the end of the day, considering Dele was a contender, but he got taken off after about an hour, which he'll probably be frustrated about. But I think Winks is definitely one of the players who took his chances tonight.
If Dele would have put in his first half performance in the second half, he wouldn't have got taken off and probably would have got man of the match, because I thought in that first half he was really, really good. Again, probably the best Dele performance we've seen this season. And I thought he picked up kind of where he left off for the last couple of performances as well that I've been impressed with him. I thought in the first half, most of the good things we were doing were coming through him. He was showing energy and just really good to see Dele back in that sort of spirit. But he did kind of fall off in that second half, I felt.
Yeah, he did fade a bit, and that's probably why I got taken off. But I still think it was a bit harsh to take him off so early, because I felt like he deserved a bit more time because of how sharp he was in that first half. But I feel like, he'll be. I reckon at the end of the day, he might feel a bit frustrated that he got taken off because I thought he was having a decent game. But also he took Bale off at half time after he grabbed a goal.
But you know, we were saying Bell didn't actually have that much of a good first half, though.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird one from Bell because, he wasn't actually playing well. But then when he did get a chance, it was a really clever finish from him to flick it into the corner. So you got to give him credit for that. And I think that's probably where he's more comfortable these days, more centrally, when he's more likely to affect the final third and affect the goal area and get finishes off. So I think we should explore that. But I think the fringe players all in all did well. And I think although Son came on at half-time and we needed Kane to finish it off, also great cameo from Lamela as well, who came on and did a really great job.
I think that was a big plus from today, because I thought our mentality and our gameplay really changed when he came on.
I agree. And he did really well. I was really happy with his display. And he deserves plaudits because he's come back from injury again. And he was playing well before the injury. He's come back and he's come back firing. And
history tells us we won't see him for another 3 months.
Yeah. But look, he made a big impact and he played really well. So I'm very happy with Lamela as well. And look, we're into the semi-finals. That's the most important thing here. We've beaten a good informed championship team 3-1 pretty comprehensively. And it's between us, City, Brentford, United, and Everton now for the trophy. One of those teams is going to win it. So I back us all the way. I'm confident we can definitely get over the line, and I think it's just roll on the semi-final, bring it on.
Yeah, definitely. But what I want to say though, is that when we're on top of these teams, and we need to start killing these teams off when we're on top. Because, Stoke got into the game today and it could have gone a different way. Both of us were saying halfway through that second half how we're not liking the way this game is going. Yes, we picked ourselves up and kind of dragged ourselves and won this game. But on another day, we could have gone out today.
Potentially. Well, I'm not going to be too critical because at the end of the day, Stoke had barely anything, and they had one chance, one goal. And you never look. Obviously, if on another day and Stoke get a bit luckier, they could, maybe they do win the game. But I don't think we were ever really in any real danger of losing this game, in my opinion. Even when we did go to 1-0, we were still pretty in control of the game.
I think at 1-1, I think we drifted for about 10-15 minutes, and then when Lamela came on, we were back on top.
Yeah, but I don't think we're ever really in danger of losing. I didn't really feel that. I felt like I was maybe they could have taken it to penalties. I was more worried about that than actually losing the game. But yeah, I think we have to be definitely more clinical when we're on top. We have to be more assertive of our dominance. And I think we need to not let games drift that we tend to sometimes when we go 1-0 up, which is a bit frustrating because it seems a pattern that we do really well. We start games well, we go 1-0 up, and then we let games drift, and we need to cut that out.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's what I was saying pretty much. When we're on top, we need to kill these teams off because we've seen it hurt us before in the past. But look, forget all the negativity. Only positive thoughts today. We are through to a semi-final for the first time since when?
Semi-final? Did we not get to
semi-final? We got to semi-final in Amsterdam, but I'm talking about the Carabao Cup. When's the last time we were in the semi-final?
A couple of years ago when we played Chelsea in a double header, we went out on penalties.
Oh, that's right. So first time since then. So we got some demons to face in the semi-final. The options for the semi-final is either Manchester City, Brentford, or one of Manchester United and Everton. Who do you want? I know you're going to say Brentford, obviously.
Yeah, obviously you want Brentford. Obviously, look, I don't fear anyone. I I believe it doesn't matter who we play. We can go into the game with confidence. We can get through the game, and especially with Mourinho's know-how and how Mourinho, his record in these big games, and him behind us. That'll give us the belief that it doesn't matter who we play. We can beat anyone. But obviously, if we play Brentford, that'll be an easier route into the final. But
Brentford are a good side, though. Don't write them off. They're a very good side.
Yeah, they're a good side, but at the end of the day, they're a championship side, and they lost a few of their players in the summer. But look, obviously you've got to take them seriously. But obviously, they're definitely the easiest side to face out of the lot.
Yeah, a shame Arsenal didn't get through because otherwise they would be the easiest.
Yeah.
But look, yeah. To be honest, I'm kind of feeling that I want City at home in the next round. Because I think we got City's number the last couple of years, and I genuinely believe we can beat them in a one-off game at home in the semis. And if we do go on and beat them in the semis, because we're going to have to beat them eventually, let's be honest. If we do go out and beat them in the semis, then it will give us so much confidence to go to that final and win it.
Yeah, potentially. Could be right. Maybe could be Man United versus Spurs final, Mourinho against his own club. That'll be interesting, wouldn't it? We'll have to wait and see on that one. But look, at the end of the day, it's a one-off game. You never know. Maybe Brentford win the other semi-final, end up playing Brentford in the final, That could happen. Anything could happen at this stage, but I just want to get to that final.
Yeah, and it's important to note that usually the Carabao Cup semi-final is 2 legs, but this one is only going to be 1 leg, and it's no neutral venue. It's whoever's pulled out the hat first plays at home, so it's a bit different this year. So we'll see what happens. The draw happens straight after the Man U Everton game. So we'll see. We'll bring you the news on that as and when it happens. But yeah, there you have it. Tottenham 3, Stoke 1 at the Bet365. Tottenham go through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Trophy Jose Mourinho is on his way, people. Let me know in the comment section below who you want in the semi-finals. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.